Day 11. We're here at Marree, a caravan park. How are you, Benny?
Yeah, awesome.
Where are you up to?
Had my couple of coffees this morning.
Yeah, good.
So I noticed last night that my lights were just jiggling around a bit. So now this morning, I'm going to make sure they don't jiggle anymore. That one was worse. But this one, yeah, it's just rotating. They're fine that way, but just spinning. Yeah.
So you reckon next time you're gonna mount it with the 2 extra bolts?
Well, they've also come up with a heavy duty bar since I fitted mine too.
Oh yeah.
So I'll need to change this bar out. So yeah, definitely. That's why you run the extra pinning bolts, right?
That's gonna be extremely bulletproof with the heavy duty bar.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what's up with Aaron. We're already. Let me show you this. Luigi and I are already good to go. We're always the most efficient ones. No. Aaron.
Another one here.
Hey, again.
If there's enough. You might need to tip it up when it gets to the end.
Are you lively this morning? 6 hours sleep. Got in late last night. So we had a debrief with the team and we just realised that high country is not going to be achievable. You know, we're nursing a couple of wounded vehicles a little bit. And just the appetite for doing big days, because we figured roughly for us to get from here down to the high country and then back home is going to be the best part of 2,800 k's in 4 days. Bit much. So we're going to go from here, go up through Strzelecki, up to Bubara, then to Burke, and then we'll head home from there. So mission 1, Lyndhurst, Cameron Corner, Inaminka, up to Bubara, Burke, whatever, that way. So yeah.
So this is literally the first camel we see on the whole trip. Nothing at all.
Well, you guys have seen so many. I've never seen so many camels in my life.
Oh,
like
we always miss them, right?
7 days.
Yeah? A few every day?
I'm not sure. Yeah, a few. At least 10 every day.
Well, for us, this has been the only one. Memorial Park dedicated to the memory of the pioneering Muslim cameleers. I hope that's how you pronounce it. And families of Hergot Springs, Marree. So I'm guessing this is how they used to live. It's pretty cool. I wish there were real camels here. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to see something before we get back to Sydney. So we just left Marree. We said goodbye to Jan, even though she's still in the convoy for a bit. But Aaron, what's next?
Okay, we're heading south through Hawker, Lyndhurst, down to Copley, and we're going to go and view some railway bridges down there. There's a whole heap of history and that. And then we're going to sort of turn northeast and head up around the eastern side of the Flinders Ranges and past Arkaroola, and then up through the Strzelecki to Cameron Corner, and then to Bubara, and that's what we're aiming to get up there tonight. Don't suspect we'll get all the way, but we'll find our way. It's probably 9 hours to get to to Cameron Corner, so we'll see you throughout the day.
Hopefully we'll get some good drone shots. That's cool. Just went through Copley and Jan recommended us to stop at this place. Jan's still with us, as you can see. That's her caravan. Grab some footage with the drone, but it looks beautiful. The trees are huge. So everyone refueled, and now we're into the Selekeki desert.
Yeah. So we're going from basically Copley, which is a couple of hundred k's north of Hawker, and we're going to follow the eastern side of the Flinders Ranges through Arkaroola up to Cameron Corner, then Tibooburra, and then Burke. So it's about a 14-hour journey, and it's probably 900 k's or something like that. So we're all fueled up, ready to go. Interestingly, at Copley they only have 91 unleaded. So for any of you guys out there who are 95 and 98 octane purists for Y60 True Patrol, these will run on 91. It'll actually derate the power. The mapping's different, so don't expect to get the same performance, but it's totally fine to run it. But just in case it's really shit fuel, I actually have my sub tank, which is full of 98 from Oodnadatta, so plenty of fuel range. Got no dramas there. See you here at Arkaroola.
What happened, buddy?
Gotta get my thongs on, but I've developed a rattle in the front end somewhere just over those corrugations that I can hear this really flappy, rattly noise. So I want to check that, and I need to air down my tyres a bit more. I'm currently running 20 in the front, 25 in the rear, but it's still harsh. And given that we've got, I don't know, 600-700 on dirt, I'm not going to put up with that. So air down tyres, find rattle, get back on the road. Are you mimicking the cockatoos? Yeah.
So it looks like Aaron found it immediately.
Splash straight. It was like I knew exactly where to go.
What's the reason for that, Benny?
This one.
Exactly what you said before.
Oh, hang on. Oh, how long has it been rattling for, Aaron?
Not long. Maybe the last 1,000 k's.
Shut up, man!
Do you reckon Aaron's driving was a factor in this?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I haven't eaten anything. We've hit 0 wildlife.
But they're going full send mode, probably.
Full send mode.
Good day, guys. If you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, outback, city, town, anywhere around the country, Luigi Motors is the go. Anywhere, everywhere, with low process guarantee.
As long as it's not roof rack related, we should be all good.
Then you'll have to call me.
And this is
That's the part of the headlight.
150 odd k's from Copley, and middle of bloody nowhere, and there's a house. And the thing that intrigues me is, you know, that doesn't look that inhabited. But if it was, how would you deal with suppliers? Because to the local shops, what is that? 6 hours, 7 hours? What happens if you forget something?
That will happen to me definitely.
Well, yeah, what happens? What do you do? How do you get your shopping? How do you plan for it? Look at it. It's just expansive, open country. And it's bloody inhospitable. It's only 32 degrees, but you get outside and it's like being hit by a heat ball.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There's some traffic, weird traffic in the middle of nowhere.
How you going? You guys okay? Oh, is that their car? It's properly burnt.
So the car burned apparently. Oh my god.
And we just come across a ute and some English-speaking tourists, and this is the result. This is the net result of those people driving on a
Is it a Ranger?
It's a Ranger. Driving on a flat tire. They drove on a flat tire and got red hot and caught fire. And this is the net result. And they're just lucky that guy was around and he found them. But I asked them if they needed any help or if they needed me to help pull the car off the road or whatever, and they were like, no, we're good. They got a fire truck coming up from the mine site, so they're all good. But pretty scary shit. Imagine being
very lucky.
Huh?
Very lucky as well.
Very lucky. Imagine being in a foreign country, out here, and your car catches fire. This is why you don't run stock tyres out in the bush here. You can see here on the right hand side where that Ford Ranger, where the left hand tyre was, and then you can see in sections where that wheel, the tyre had already blown, and they were digging that wheel into the dirt. This is why we only run the best tyres that we can. And I'm running Goodyear Boulder mud terrain. Ben's running Maxxis mud terrain tyres. Luigi's running Maxxis mud terrain tyres, and Danny on her Jimny is running Maxxis all-terrain tyres. So you can't afford to run stock tyres out here because I promise you, they will not last. It's like we're driving down a creek bed.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice
Lots of trees.
because as you get the shadows of the trees, you can feel like an instantaneous drop in temperature.
And now it's gone.
Now it's hot as balls.
Yeah.
It's only 33 though.
Fucking lovely, mate.
It's freaking balmy. We're somewhere in the lower end
Turn it round.
of the Strzelecki Desert, and
Look at the grey bit. They need
the
to
flies are
face
so
it.
bad. I haven't worn a net yet,
They're not. One is on
but
one
the
side,
flies are so
other
bad
one's the other way.
that
See how the one Cooper's on is facing the middle, but your one is facing the outside.
whatever, mate.
Yeah, pretty nice camp spot for tonight. Got the fire going. And I'm wearing a head net as well. Life is good, even with flies. What's the name of today's menu? Oh, that's a good name.
2.5 kilos of lamb chops, some fancy bloody olives, some jacket potatoes in foil and stuff.
Did it pass this lab test?
Luigi's preparing some zucchinis and some mushrooms.
That was a good stuff. That was a good start.
And yeah, so tonight we are camped at the south end of the Strzelecki Desert. I don't know where the Strzelecki Desert starts, but it feels like the desert. So we're south of Linden, just come over the in between, sort of the north end of Flinders through the cutting, and we're on our way to Cameron Corner tomorrow, roughly for lunch, and then Tibooburra, depending on where you come from.
Capybara.
Tibooburra.
You want a bit of fly with your mushroom?
That's some protein in there.
Some bit of protein.
They're beautiful downtown Burke. And then we'll find our way home, so probably I swallowed a fly before and in fact I think it's still in my nose. So then home probably Saturday, Sunday.
Alright, so I guess this is the end of episode number 44. Day 44, lost in the desert.
I don't even know how long we've been going.
11 days? 11.
11 days.
I can see your frustration.
Pants has been counting every second.
Yeah.
I'm like, oi Pants, you over it yet? And he's like, no, wait a minute.
Alright, see you guys. Benny, say bye.
We're waiting for a plane. She said, oh, didn't know there was a plane coming. I said, oh no, it's just a warm-up component.